This is your fourth stimulus check update and daily news report. So be sure to stay until the end of this video to find out the latest news about the fourth stimulus check. So it is now being reported that millions of families will receive less money from the new round of relief payments. That's due to a new system error.
So let's talk about the matter at hand. How are we going to get this plane landed?
So we got to get this plane landed by doing two things. We've got to provide real support for the American people and a meaningful attack on the climate crisis. And we got to pay for it in a way that works toward just unrigging the system a little bit. Those are the two pieces we've got in motion. It's always hard to solve a bunch of things at once, but I think we're making progress.
That's so interesting. I mean, at this point, there's a little bit of a rush, though, don't you think, Patty Kay, just in terms of these elections we have, with the midterms coming up? I feel like the Democrats really need something that they can, with meat on the bones, that they can really run on in the final days of the election. I mean, when we're looking at some of these close races, Terry McAuliffe here in Virginia, it would help, wouldn't it, if there was something that he could say that we got done, the Dems got done?
So, I mean, Democrats in the White House, economists in the White House, Democrats on Capitol Hill have been saying for weeks now, look, in history, when we look back at this, what will matter is that we get it done. They won't mind that there was a couple of weeks delay.
When I was a kid, I thought Social Security was largely a benefit for retirees, and especially young people. It's so important for us to know that Social Security is there for all of us. When we lose a parent, a spouse, or, God forbid, have an unexpected diagnosis or accident that leads us to have a disability that we rely on Social Security for to help us ease our way through. When I was a kid, my dad passed away due to an unexpected cancer diagnosis. I was the daughter of a domestic worker, and Social Security checks helped my family through. It's why my brother and I were able to go to college. It's why I felt confident while I was at college that my mom would be able to have something to eat. And to have that social safety net isn't just good for us individually for peace of mind. It helps us feel like we are part of a society that respects our elders and values our vulnerable. After I graduated college, in the wake of the Great Recession, it was devastating for working families like mine and my family. And after, I worked in a restaurant as a waitress. Every year, when I did my taxes, I saw how much I contributed to Social Security as a waitress, thousands of dollars per year. What we want to do is make Social Security better, to expand it, to cover people like my mom, who left her job to care for my dad while he was ill, to raise the age of young people up to the age of 26, so that those kids that are working through college can also get a little bit of that. And we want to do that by asking the wealthy to pay into Social Security the same way that I did when I was a waitress. It's pretty simple. It's pretty basic. And it's a way that we can make our society better by feeling like we are part of a society that cares for each other no matter what. No matter our job, no matter our status, and no matter what happens to us in life. And that, to me, is part of being a wealthy, prosperous, modern, and compassionate society. And I thank Representative Larson for championing this legislation, and to all of our colleagues for ensuring its passage and its continued support.
Senators are also debating on who in the United States needs to receive more crisis relief benefits. A system error, everybody, is now leading to some families receiving less money for the last 3 months of their child tax credits. This includes October, November, and December payments. Now, families that notice they received less this month is because some were overpaid last month. The overpayments happened with delayed payments incurred. 700,000 American families felt the impact, and now some of these families will get smaller payments for the remaining 3 months to offset the difference. It's unknown exactly how many families will be impacted, but even if it's 1% of that 700,000, then 7,000 families will have to deal with it. The average overpayment was $31.25 for children between 6 and 17 years old, and $37.50 for children under 6. This means families may see $10 to $13 less per child for the remaining payment. And most of these families are the ones who update their information using the portal. Letters will also be dispersed to those impacted. Joe Manchin of West Virginia came under fire this week from progressives after his intent to place an income threshold of $60,000 in child tax credit payments. These payments have been crucial to sustaining families during the crisis. Among cuts to President Biden's Build Back Better plan is the enhanced monthly child tax. Right now, it looks like the child tax credit will only be extended for another year, instead of the 4 years originally proposed. In addition, Joe Manchin is proposing an income cap of $60,000 per year to families to receive the enhanced credit. And this would mean that more than 37 million children across the country would lose access to the credit, which currently offers $300 per month to qualifying children under 6 years old, and $250 per month for children ages 6. And economists say that if they were extended through 2025, the enhanced child tax credit will reduce the child poverty rate from 14.2 to 8.4%. That would mean nearly 40% of fewer children across the United States living in poverty. Manchin's upper income limit of $60,000 to receive the credit, however, does not take into account families of varying sizes or the higher cost of living in many cities and regions. In a study of 50 major cities, homeowners and renters alike needed more than $60,000 to live comfortably. The study addressed individuals, not families, which means the money needed to live with children in these metro areas would exceed the income for a single person or even a couple. When you look at the median income in these cities, 38 fall under Manchin's $60,000 threshold. However, that's just the median, which would leave close to 50% of all families potentially exceeding that $60,000 mark. But still, not reaching income level to live comfortably with kids. Even in cities where salaries are higher, more than 50% of people are barely making it financially. And now Bernie Sanders said the Medicare expansion of dental, vision, and hearing coverage will remain a part of the spending package. Sanders wrote on Twitter, the expansion of Medicare to cover dental, hearing, and vision is one of the most popular and important provisions in the entire reconciliation bill. It's what the American people want. Earlier this week, Biden leaned towards scaling down the initial $3.5 trillion spending package to between $1.75 trillion to $1.9 trillion. Biden said it will be a reach for the Medicare expansion to be included in the spending bill. Manchin and Sinema, both minor Democrats, have spent months trying to reduce the price tag of the spending bill. Sanders has been growing frustrated with the pace of negotiations, as well as Manchin and Sinema's opposition to key parts of the bill. The Hill reported that Sanders is frustrated that Sinema is opposed to allowing Medicare to negotiate for lower prescription. Folks, that's all the news in this video. If you found this video useful and helpful, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and share this video with your friends and family. Until next time, everybody, have a great day and stay